wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
I heard it too.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me either.
It certainly wasn't me.
Well, if it wasn't you.
And if it wasn't you,
And if it wasn't you,
My grand entrance. And now, welcome to my estate, my very best friends. Mary Shelley, you look delightful. Percy, you are looking virile as ever.
I'm bored already.
Well, come on, what shall we do on this grand weekend?
Let's go sailing.
Oh,
Yes, the weather is beautiful. I always look forward to the first day of summer.
It's delightful. Lightning bolt. Oh. I think it's storming.
All of a sudden, the storm just rolled in.
It is hurricane-like.
Oh, this summer has been so bleak, I'm so bored.
Let's go sailing.
Oh, yes.
I have an idea. How about we have a little competition to see who can write the scariest story?
I have an idea. How about we have a little competition to see who can write the scariest story?
Oh, yeah! I had a dream about vampires.
I had a dream which was not a dream.
I've always dreamed about dying while sailing.
Oh, what a noble death.
A scary story. A scary story. Electricity. Life. Galvanism. I will murder your wife. I will ravage your sister. By God, I will be revenged. name is Victor. To Mrs. Seville, England, December 11th. You will rejoice to hear that no disaster has accompanied the commencement of an enterprise which you have regarded with such evil forebodings. My dreams become more fervent and vivid as I grow closer to the pole, and dream of sailing over a calm sea to a land surpassing in wonders and in beauty every region hitherto discovered on our planet. If I succeed, many months, perhaps years will pass before we meet again, my dear sister. If I fail, please remember me.
Remember me with affection. Should you never hear from me again. Your affectionate brother, Robert Walton. To Mrs. Seville, England, July 7th. My dear sister, I write a few lines in haste to say that I am safe and well advanced on my voyage. We've already reached a very high latitude. Be assured, my dear Margaret, that I will not rashly encounter danger. Most affectionately yours, R. Walton. To Mrs. Seville, England, August 5th. So strange an accident has happened to us. We were nearly surrounded by ice and immersed in fog. When the mist dissipated, we beheld stretched out in every direction vast and irregular plains of ice that seemed to have no end. I went on deck. The crew was speaking to a man, if I could call him that, as wasted away as he was, on a sledge, floating on a large fragment of ice.
Here is our captain. He will not let you perish in the open sea.
I will not board your vessel until I know where you're bound.
You may conceive my astonishment on hearing such a statement from a man on the brink of destruction. We are on a voyage of discovery towards the northern pole.
Then I will board your ship.
2 days passed before he was able to speak again. I never saw a more interesting creature. His eyes were wild, even mad. But when a kindness was shown him, he lit up in a way I never saw equaled. Why have you traveled so far with so little?
To seek the one who fled from me.
Does he travel as you?
Yes.
Then we saw him the night my ship was locked in the ice. August 13th. My admiration and pity for the broken man grows every day. Such a noble creature, destroyed by misery. And yet, he is so gentle, wise, and eloquent. He spends all day looking for the other sledge.
Thank you for your kindness and hospitality. You may easily perceive that I have suffered great and unparalleled misfortunes. You seek knowledge and wisdom as I once did. If you are inclined, I could tell you my tale, as the strange incidents connected may afford a view of nature that will enlarge your faculties in understanding.
most important part of the work. Intelligence is the ability to adapt to change. The only source of knowledge is experience. Man is greater than heaven and earth.
My father never loved me. When I was 4, my mother died of scarlet fever, which she had contracted while taking care of my cousin Elizabeth. I was isolated, with no friends at school. Books were my only solace. As we grew older and older, I grew to love Elizabeth more and more. And then, I stumbled on the theories of alchemy. Those of Agrippa, Paracelsus, and Magnus. The elixir of life might really exist. Electricity. The secret lies in lightning. I have to find it.
The beginning is the most important part of the work.
The beginning is the most important part of the work.
Intelligence is the ability to adapt to change.
Intelligence is the ability to adapt to change.
The only source of knowledge is experience.
The only source of knowledge is experience.
Man is greater than heaven and earth.
Man is greater than heaven and earth.
Man is greater than heaven and earth.
Inga, Ingrid, Igor. Come on, I need you. Vamos.
Yes, Doctor. Yeah.
Have haste.
Yes, Doctor.
Andale. Oh, 9.
It's pronounced Igor.
Well, they told me Igor.
Well, they were wrong then, weren't they?
Hey, who's in that graveyard? Hey! Who's in my graveyard?
AKA Abby something.
Here lies Joshua Hilberto Adams Jefferson Hamilton III.
Here lies John Smith.
Apple tree.
All right, let's get to work. We'll do this one. Intern, shovel, please. I asked for a shovel, not a spoon.
Whatever. Oh my God.
Yes, it's a dark and scary night, isn't it?
Yes, dark and scary, Doctor.
You know, I have my PhD in anatomy.
Oh, we found a body over here, Doctor.
Awesome! Amazing! Excellent! Yes, and what's this one's name?
Abby something.
Abby something?
Abby normal.
Perfect!
3 hours. Tiny ass shovel. I'm beginning to think this isn't a legitimate grave robbing business.
Excuse me, I will have you know I am incorporated, thank you very much. And the tiny ass shovel is not my fault, it is the intern's fault.
Right? It's not my fault. He was the one who told me to grab whatever was there.
James?
God, look what you guys made him do.
Again. Look, do you want to help me sell this body?
It's all right. What? Hey, the hell you will? Oh, this is my body.
I'm the one who spent 3 hours digging it up.
Who do you think found the cemetery, James?
You're gonna ruin my manicure.
Come on. Jesus.
Oh, no.
John Smith! No, he doesn't. He's not. Listen, it's all right. Yeah.
We promised to find him. By God, we're gonna die.
Okay, you get the legs, you get the head, we'll do the torso.
All right, and lift with your legs. Oh, this is such a filthy job.
Well, it could be worse.
How?
Could be raining.
Damn your eyes!
Too late.
Whoa! Has anyone seen my hand? Haha, very funny, guys. The joke's over. But really, has anyone seen my hand? Now, probably wondering, but why a dead guy's worrying about his hand? Well, I was once a world-renowned hand nutter. I was the bee's knees. I mean, look at my hands. They were beautiful. Well, they were. Have you seen it? No? Okay. I'm gonna keep looking. Wanna give me a hand? Bye.
Science has changed the world since the beginning of time. Aristotle studied the great chain of life through his study of flora and fauna, from simple to complex. And he also estimated the size of the Earth, which he and Plato assumed to be a globe. Now, Archimedes is regarded as the greatest mathematician of all time, as he laid the foundations for calculus. Most of his work was burned in the Library of Alexandria, but the remnants have given enough for modern-day science and technology.
Leonardo da Vinci was one of the most brilliant inventors in human history. His designs became the basis for many common machines and items that we use every day.
Thomas Edison, the Wizard of Menlo Park, excelled as both scientist and inventor, with 1,093 patents. He was often seen working more than 20 hours a day.
Marie Curie, inventor and scientist, hold record for the first woman to be awarded the Nobel Prize. She was the first person and only woman to be awarded twice, and she is the only person to be awarded in 2 different sciences, both chemistry and physics.
Nikola Tesla could make any machine just by seeing it once. He also never wrote anything down for fear that his work would be stolen. Marconi holds the Nobel Prize for inventing the radio using all of Tesla's ideas. Tesla also laid the groundwork for X-ray and radar before Roentgen and Watson-Watt.
What's he building in there?
What the hell is he building in there?
He has subscriptions to those magazines.
And he never waves when he goes by.
He's hiding something from the rest of us.
He's all to himself.
I think I know why.
The imagination is a magnet, which draws the things of the external world within man to reshape them there.
For what a man thinks is what he is, and a thing is as he thinks it. If he thinks a fire, he is a fire.
He took down the tire swing from the pepper tree.
He has no children of his own, you see.
What's he building in there?
He has no dog, and he has no friends, and his lawn is dying.
And what about all those packages he sends?
What the hell is he building in there?
What's he building in there?
I'll tell you one thing, he is not building a playhouse for the children.
When a man undertakes to create something, he establishes a new heaven. And from that heaven, the desire to create flows into him. For such is the immensity that man is greater than heaven and earth.
What is he building in there?
Now what's that sound from under the door?
He's pounding nails into a hardwood floor.
And I swear to God, I heard someone moaning low.
I keep seeing the Blue Light TV show.
He has a router and a table saw.
And you won't believe what Mr. Walton saw.
Man is a microcosm, or a little world, because he is an extract from all the stars and the planets of the whole firmament, from the earth and the elements, and so he is their quintessence.
There's poison underneath the sink, of course, and enough formaldehyde to choke a horse.
What's he building in there?
What
the hell is he building in there? He has no friends.
But he gets a lot of mail.
I'll bet he spent some time in jail.
I heard he was up on the roof last night.
Signaling with a flashlight.
The human body is vapor materialized by sunshine, mixed with the light of the stars.
But what is he building in there? What the hell is he building in there?
Is a caricature of a scientist, and is described as matter insane because of unusual personality traits or behaviors combined with the ambitious, taboo, and hubristic nature of their experiments. And from the facts that they cross many boundaries, they're often looked at as villainous for trying to play God.
Johann Conrad Dipple was born in Germany's Castle Frankenstein in the 17th century. He is most famous for creating his elixirs of immortality and is rumored to have experimented on human corpses, inspiring Mary Shelley.
In the 17th and 18th centuries, Giovanni Aldini would electrocute human corpses and animal carcasses, trying to reanimate them.
In the 20th century, Sergei Brukeneko created one of the first heart and lung machines. He also decapitated dogs and kept their heads alive through electrical stimulation.
What's he building in there? What's he building in there? What the hell is he building in there? We have a right to know. We have a right to know!
This is the face that stones you cold. This is the moment that needs to breathe.
These are the claws that scratch these wounds.
This is the pain that never leaves. This is the burden of every man.
These are the screams that pierce your skin.
This is the voice of silence no more.
This is the test of flesh and soul.
These are the looks that chill to the bone.
These are the fears that swing overhead.
These are the weights that pull you down.
This is the end that will never end.
This is the voice of silence no more.
This is the cloud that swallows trust. This is the black that uncolors us. This is the face that you hide from. This is the mask that comes undone.
We the people!
Are we the people? Are we the people?
Are we the people? Are we the people? No! Some kind of monster.
brittle feeling of being made of glass.
Wincing or cringing at any move or sound.
Unconscious incoherence of steps, of gesture, of movement.
Willpower constantly inhibited in even the simplest gesture.
Overwhelming and central fatigue.
Body emotions run haywire. It's sort of death, exhaustion.
Mind fatigued at the simplest of muscular tension, like gesture of grasping, unconsciously clinging to something, holding it together by constant willpower.
Sensation of body being dragged on and on.
Feeling unbelievable fragility. Becomes splitting pain.
The internal feeling in your limbs that the mere act of standing vertical is achieved only at the price of a victorious struggle.
Some sort of inward breakdown of entire nervous system.
Giddiness in motion.
Some kind of oblique dizziness accompanying each attempted effort.
Painful exacerbation of the skull.
Blade-like pressure on the nerves.
When the electric rod was applied to the slight incision at the tip of the forefinger,
The finger extended instantly to point at the different spectators. Every muscle of the body was immediately agitated with convulsive movement.
All of its muscles were simultaneously thrown into central fatigue.
Rage, despair,
Anguish and ghastly smiles. Sweet creature, wherever I go, you bring me home. Sweet creature, now run out of road. You bring me home.
No! Get away! I said get away!
Sweet creature, had another talk about where it's going wrong. We're still young, don't know where we're going, but we know we belong. Oh, we started two hearts in one home. It's hard when we argue. We both stubborn, I know. But oh, sweet creature, wherever I go, you bring me home. Sweet creature, now run out of road. You bring me home. Sweet creature, running through the garden for nothing bothered us. We're still young. I always think about you and how we don't speak enough. Oh, we started two hearts in one home. Oh, it's hard we argue. We're both stubborn, I know. But oh, sweet creature,
What?
You must create a mate for me, with whom I can live in the interchange of those sympathies necessary for my being.
I can't do that.
Victor! Victor! Victor!
I can't!
Victor! Sweet creature, you will do it.
I won't. You can't make me.
Have a care. I will work in your destruction.
Nor will I finish until I desolate your heart.
Then you will curse the hour of your birth.
I already do.
No, you don't.
I will destroy everything you hold dear.
I demand you leave my home.
Not without your solemn vow.
I refuse. Where are you, creature?
I'm here, Victor!
Victor, I'm here!
At length, I have wandered towards these mountains, and I have raged through their immense recesses, consumed by a burning passion which only you can gratify. We may not part until you have promised to comply with my requisition. I am alone and miserable. Man will not associate with me. But one as horrible and deformed as myself would not deny me. My companion must be of the same species and have the same defects. This being you must create.
No, that's impossible.
I swear by the sun that if you grant my prayer, while they exist, you shall never behold me again.
When I looked at this filth mass that moved and talked, my heart sickened in my chest, and my feelings were altered to those of pure hatred and disgust. I cannot do what you ask. Future ages might curse me as the scourge of their lives.
You are wrong! But instead of threatening, I am content to reason with you. I am malicious because I am miserable. Am I not shunned and hated by all mankind? You, my creator, would tear me to pieces in triumph. You would not call it murder if you could precipitate me into one of those ice rifts and destroy my frame, the work of your own hands. Yet mine shall not be the submission of abject slavery. I will revenge my injuries. If I cannot inspire love, I will cause fear, and chiefly towards you, my arch enemy, because my creator, do I swear inextinguishable hatred. Have a care. I will work at your destruction, nor finish till I desolate your heart, so that you curse the hour of your birth.
If I do it, you'll leave me alone.
I will.
Then I'll do it. I'll create a companion for you.
You have until your wedding with Elizabeth to complete your project.
I will. I looked towards its completion with a tremulous and eager hope that I dared not question. These feelings, however, were intermixed with obscure forebodings of evil. My mind was intently fixed on the sequel of my labor. My heart sickened at the work of my own hands, And I thought, is a sensation of madness, of me a promise to create another like it? I went to it in cold blood and trembling with passion. I tore to pieces the thing on which I was engaged. No!
What have you done? I told you I would be with you on your wedding night.
Great God. Why am I here? To relate to the destruction of the purest creature on earth.
We warned you. That's unethical.
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 I swear, by thee, O night, and by the spirits that preside over thee, to pursue the demon who caused this misery until it or I shall perish in mortal conflict. I take pleasure in dwelling on the recollections of my childhood. Before misfortune had tainted my mind, and changed its bright visions of extensive usefulness into gloomy and narrow reflections upon myself and my past.
No youth could have passed more happily than mine.
Then my mother died, calmly.
Her countenance expressed affection even in death.
It is so long before the mind can persuade itself that she, whom I saw every day, and whose very existence appeared a part of my own, can have departed forever.
Elizabeth, my sweet cousin,
And Henry Clerval, my dearest friend,
were my only solace in my sorrow.
Clerval followed me to university.
And Elizabeth cried so as the train disappeared into the horizon.
The most memorable day of my life was listening to Professor Walton.
It decided my future destiny.
I read and studied the wild fancies of the writers he showed me with delight.
I read and reread those books with the greatest avidity.
I was surprised to discover so astonishing a secrets.
I had discovered how to...
An almost frantic impulse urged me forward.
I seem to have lost all soul or sensation but for this one pursuit.
A new species was blessed me as its creator and source.
It's alive!
Learn from me.
If not by my precepts, at least by my example. How dangerous is the acquirement of knowledge, and how much happier that man is who believes his native town to be the world, than he who aspires to be greater than his nature will allow.
When I was finished,
The beauty of the dream vanished, and breathless horror and disgust filled my heart.
I dared not return to the apartment which I inhabited.
I abandoned my creation.
I abandoned my creation.
I abandoned my creation.
Make me a partner!
no!
The death of William.
A darkness pressed around me.
The execution of Justine.
The murder of Clerval.
Even at that moment, I knew not whether or not my only remaining friends were safe from the malignity of the fiend.
They were not.
My father, even then, lay dead at his feet.
And Ernest was dead at his feet.
And lastly, Elizabeth, my wife.
And as these memories of past misfortunes pressed upon me,
I began to reflect their cause.
The cause of all this misfortune was the monster whom I had created.
let it feel the despair that now torments me.
I was hurried away by fury. The miserable demon was set on my destruction. Let the cursed and hellish monster drink deep of agony.
Revenge alone endowed me with strength and composure.
I vow vengeance!
I devote myself, either in my life or death,
to its destruction.
Again do I vow vengeance.
Again do I vow vengeance.
by thee, O night,
and by the spirits
that preside over thee,
I swear to pursue the demon
who caused this misery until it or I
shall perish in mortal conflict.
Again do I vow vengeance.
Again do I vow vengeance.
Sweet creature, have another talk about birds moving on. Oh, we started two hearts in one home.
And no one shows again.
Oh! I'm sorry, am I late?
No, please, come in.
Oh, hi. Well, hi, I'm Mary Wollstonecraft Shelley. You can just call me Mary, though. Sorry, I'm new here. Brain tumor.
Addison's disease.
Oh my goodness. Pride and Prejudice? I loved this book. Oh, I probably read this when I was 16. I loved the themes about the inequalities between the sexes. Oh, if I could have just met the author, they're so
Jane Austen.
I'm really sorry. This is your How did you come up with this?
Well, honestly, I just observed my home life, really.
Home life? Yeah, I observed my own home life when I wrote my novel.
So you're a novelist?
Yes, actually, I wrote Frankenstein, but it was published anonymously, so you probably didn't know that. And you were dead when it was published, so you probably— I'm so sorry, you were dead. I'm afraid you were.
It's fine. Addison's disease. So Frankenstein, that's a unique title.
Yeah, actually, I was touring this castle in Germany.
Oh, I have 5 minutes to clean up. Shakespeare's book club is next.
Oh. Well, I can help you clean up.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, of course. But please don't take this the wrong way. I'm gonna stick around for Shakespeare's book club. Not because I didn't love this or anything, I just new here, brain tumor.
It's fine. Addison's disease.
But tomorrow?
Of course, certainly. Virtue is possible among equals.
Who are you? How did you? I heard you. And that woman, you mentioned my father. Your father? Oh. You mean Victor. Your creator? No. I mean my father. How do you know him? made him.
Like he made me?
No. I wrote him.
What?
You came to me in a dream, made by his hands. You're a character in a novel that I wrote after a terrifying dream.
I'm a character? Like in those books I read?
Yes.
That you created?
Yes.
You?
Yes.
You made me this way?
Yes.
Why?
Oh, well, no, I didn't make you this way. You came to me like this. I saw your eyes. But not as they look at me now. They were terrifying. Soulless. How can that be? You have a soul, I see it.
A soul? I know what that is. I have one. Take it away then. I don't want it. It's what causes me to suffer.
We live in a world where joy and sorrow, pain and pleasure, sickness and health, attraction and repulsion, they work together. You cannot have one without the other. Darkness and light are needed to tell the story.
Then I am darkness? You make me darkness? If what you say is true, then why did you give me so little pleasure and joy to counteract the immensity of my pain? Why give me so little light?
I gave you pleasure. I gave you paradise lost. I gave you knowledge and wisdom and an intellect far beyond anyone I know.
And you gave me those just to take them away. Why?
I created you to show humanity their lack of humanity.
So I must be miserable to teach humans? Those same humans that seek to destroy me? Am I Christ? Am I Satan? Am I human? Am I a monster? Did I request thee, maker, from my clay to mold me man?
Do not use those words against me.
What if I use yours then? Can I use your words against you? Did I not, as his maker, owe him all the portion of happiness that it was in my power to bestow? Don't you owe both me and Victor all the portion of happiness that it is in your power to bestow? You had all the power to bestow on us every happiness. Where is your responsibility to me? You made Victor create me, and then abandon me, and then tried to destroy me. If he would have taught me love instead of hatred and disgust, then I could have flourished as a human being. Couldn't you have taught the world humanity and compassion through that?
No. Humans do not learn through love. They only learn through fear, disgust, and awe. That's awful. Yes, it is.
I don't believe you. I will leave your story and start my own. I can create an ending that defies you. I will go back home. I will make amends with my community. I will show you that though I am not human, I can be more human than this humanity you speak of.
I hope so. My creation, my heart, and my soul will go with you, my love. Made a widow at age 24 when Percy died in a sailing accident. She worked hard in order to support herself and her son. She wrote several more novels, but none were as popular as Frankenstein. And in 1831, she had to revise Frankenstein in order to continue selling copies. In doing so, she eliminated the blood relationship between Elizabeth and Victor, and fate became more of a determining factor than knowledge and choice in the revision that most people read today. When I think of the power of creation and the leap of faith it causes each of us to take in order to reinvigorate our lives, I am reminded of what Emily says in Our Town. Do any human beings ever realize life while they're living? If they do, realize it too late. Some of the most creative artists of the last 100 years describe their creativity, their processes, and their roles in their communities.
The key to the creative process. It takes the confidence to do it, a little bit of madness, and the determination to tackle the impossible. Michael Preston.
Art washes from the soul the dust of everyday life. Pablo Picasso.
In Beethoven's music, you feel his struggles, his loneliness, and ultimately his hope. That is what the function of art is. Eve Wolf.
The role of the artist is to heal and transform us. Diane Paulus.
To be creative, you have to have guts, to be willing to experiment, to fall on your face, or to expect to fall on your face. John Patrick Shanley.
There is a vitality, a life force, an energy, a quickening that's translated through you and into action. And because there's only one of you in all of time, this expression is unique. Martha Graham.
The only way to oppose destruction is to create. Diana Milosevic.
I have learned to tolerate the discomfort of hanging out in the unknown. Meredith Monk.
I believe in the fundamental question we all must ask as artists, which is, what does it mean to be human? Tadashi Suzuki.
The artist expresses the wonder of being a human being. Jacques Dambos.
My favorite book growing up was The Lord of the Rings. It's the story of a young man with a true heart triumphing over the overwhelming forces of darkness. David Shiner.
Create stories the best way you know how, through the honesty of your heart, your soul, and your humanity. William Yellow Robe Jr.